How are you, Tina Bailey? Let me see. I need to see if I'm audible. Um, hold please. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. That would help. Um, I'm going to check for myself while you type in the chat. Testing. Oh, am I? Let's see. Gotta get to the video to see if I'm being heard. Testing. Testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 testing. Testing. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can hear myself. Huh? Thumbs up if you hear me. Are you reading me? All right. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, hold on. No, no, no. Let's see if I can get back to the chat. Is where I want to be at. Okay, there we are. All right, quite a few things have gone on. Update, lots of updates. Okay, book nook, book nook. Yeah. Okay, calm down. I still say okay. Hi, my name is Tina Ballet. Let me turn my volume down. Thank you and welcome. I am enjoying the wide world of reading. Um, with the the new to me accessories um, via apps and things. Um, I'm really thinking about like how to uh, prioritize even more, like focus even more. Like I'm making new goals for reading. Okay, for the past few days, I've been reading at least 10 minutes a day, baseline. And then I'll continue to read a book that I'll pick. So even before that, I was reading like 7 to 8 books a day, 10 minutes a day for each book. And then whatever book that I would like to read more of, I would read more of one or two more. So that's what I did yesterday, but I didn't read all seven yesterday. I read, I don't know how many I read. I read maybe four yesterday. No, 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 no. Maybe two. Two yesterday. Two yesterday. Reckless by Lawrence Roberts or Roberts Lawrence or something. Yeah. I read that yesterday and H.P. Lovecraft yesterday. Um, I wouldn't mind going into the books. With H.P. Lovecraft, I think I lost my place in it. Like, I think I I tried to go back, but I don't know exactly where I was in the book. So I'm like, I don't know where I'm at exactly. So that's like I tried to go back, but I didn't want to go too far back because I know I've read some, but I don't know where I'm at in that book right now because I lost my place in it yesterday. Um, and that's the H.P. Lovecraft book. Reckless. I kind of feel just these little quick spurt thought updates on these books. Not much, but with Reckless yesterday while I was reading Reckless, I I was sick and tired of them going back and forth with with their banter. Like I'm like, y'all, like after they kissed, I was I was done with them. Like I was well, okay. Okay. So they were going back and forth. Okay, so see the chapters is what the one character and then the other character and then the one character and then this character does something to that character. And I got fed up with them going back and forth with each other, especially when one of them had the opportunity, but they ain't bust a grape. So I was like, oh my goodness. I was even like, come on, come on. So I was like, okay, I might need to chill. Cause I'm like, come on, do it. Like, you got the opportunity. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then, so now I don't know what she's going through at the moment. She's like shivering and stuff. So I don't know if she's going to sleep or what or what. Like I stopped it at that point because that that part where one of it was either one of them or both of them, and neither one of them bust a grape. Like when I say that, when I like they after each other, but then when they got all the space and opportunity, neither one of them do anything. Like they are after each other's necks. They are after each other's throats. And then they get the opportunity and then they like like I don't know, like just so I was just like, how far are we along in this book? Like, are y'all gonna keep doing this for the whole book? So after I got to that section, um I stopped. But the kiss scene was it kind of threw me aback. I was like, oh, what? They stole that moment, boy. They stole it. I was like, like, wait, what, wait. I was ready. I mean, but I wasn't. But okay, we going there. That's how I was like, wait, what? We okay? We there, y'all there? Okay, we here. So that was cool. That was jaw dropping. Um, Now also I watched a couple of movies and I looked up some movies that are books, and I do plan on reading some books that are movies and watching some movies that are books. So I looked those up yesterday, and um, I have added a movie called The Whisper in the Darkness, The Whisperer, or The Whisperers in the Darkness. I put it in the description box, by H.P. Lovecraft. um, I thought that might be a tale that I'm reading. Uh, so yeah, so I put that on my watch list so that I can watch it. I started watching it. It seems like one of the stories that are amongst the stories that I'm reading of H.P. Lovecraft. And let's see, so that's H.P. Lovecraft. Another movie before I saw that movie, I saw a movie called uh, the 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 Mortician, and I was like, what is this? I'm like, okay, taking double takes and triple takes, and I'm looking, I'm like, is that Method Man? So I look at the description and I look at the trailer. I'm like, is that Method Man? I'm looking, I'm like, he looks like Method Man. So then I read the cast members, and sure enough, it said Method Man. I was like, okay, uh-huh. So when did this movie release? So I look, and I think I remember it saying 2009. I think. I'm not sure exactly. It could have said, let me see, hold on. I think it said 2000. Yeah. Wait. Did it say 2009? I think it said 2009. Um, so I was like, how come I haven't heard of this? And then I was like, oh, well, if it came out, the year that it came out, I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't watching TV. I wasn't watching movies. I was like, okay, so this movie kind of just came on out without me knowing. So I get the opportunity to watch it now, and I watched it. Um, I I thought it was gonna go a different way, but it didn't. So just watching it and seeing how it unfolds was cool. I kept I kept thinking a character was gonna fold over, just be gone, just fall out. But they didn't. They held strong. So I was like, okay. So yeah, the movie was cool. I was like, okay, Method Man, all right, okay. So I was like, oh man, when I first saw that he was in the movie, I was like, huh, Method Man in the movie, I didn't know about it. So yeah, I watched it. I seen it. It's cool. It was good. I like the role he played. I can see like the efforts and uh, in the movie, and I like how the character laid out the um, um, I like how the character laid out his due diligence. Like he wasn't rushed with his job. He did his due diligence because I was like, the other character should have with you so you could uh, see it in, but the way he prepared, laid everything out, got everything presentable, and then presented um, the situation. He done good. I was like, that's good. I was like, that's good. Good job. I was like, good job. Like literally, I was just like, good job because I would have just rushed the book. I mean, I was I was trying to rush because they were being chased, so I was thinking they didn't have time to do what they needed to do, but they had time. He did what he needed to do, and I was like, good job, you did good. So yeah, that was a bit of my thoughts of Mortician, the Mortician. Okay, so that's movies. I mentioned books. Now the Reading Nook update is ongoing at the moment. It's in process. It's in process. It's processing. It's processing. Okay. Um, I've moved some things around, like I mentioned in the previous lives, with a table being switched with a cart. I was moving those things around. Um, so that's been done. Um, okay. Now, the cart I mentioned needed to be emptied and rearranged because it's full of stuff right now. That hasn't been done. What has been done is what I just mentioned. So yay for the thing that has been done. Um, so that's cool. I was thinking perhaps maybe sorting things outside, like taking the card outside and sorting it outside on a just to get outside and instead of staying in the house all day. Um, with this process and maybe sorting things outside and then bringing it back in the house. That's a thought. Not sure how what if that's gonna happen. Um, the car is heavy and it might be overloaded, maybe just a wee bit. It's not supposed to be overloaded. It's not supposed to be for heavy items. It said on the box, it said like it's supposed to be for light items. It does have wheels on it, so I can push it around, but I did have to get it maneuvered. I did have to maneuver it. Um, so because I moved that, I got some space. Like I got some space. I'm like, uh-huh. So I do have to box some things and send some things off. So that's in the process as well. So yeah. Also I resurfaced my crochet scrap book. It's a like a small pocket scrapbook and some stickers and some washi tape and um, some yarn projects. So I have some yarns that I've resurfaced and some um, yarn kit projects that I would like to work on that I have handy now. Also, the previous live, I did mention adding some books to my yarn stash shelves because my book nook is my yarn crafting area, and my yarn is my yarn stash, my yarn shelving is the focal point. So I wanted to add some books, and I've done that um, as well since the last update. So that's done. Check. Um, so yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. It looking good. It looking good. Okay. Um, I was thinking about showing you all that looking so good. It's in the process though. It's in the process though. It looking good though. It looking good at the same time. At the same time. Um. So yeah, I was thinking. I was considering. I was like, can I take a good picture to show off? And then before I even got it to this, I was thinking about taking a process picture, like a before picture, but then I was like, oh no. And then but now that I have the cart moved, because I didn't know if you guys I didn't know if you guys was gonna get it. Like I was trying to paint a picture. But yeah, I got the cart moved And the books up on the shelves, as well as the yarn. Um, Anything else? The cart has to be organized, has to be revamped so that it can be utilized to its full potential. Like right now, it's just like miscellaneous storage at the moment, like miscellaneous catch all right now. Um, so yeah, that's what the cart's looking like. But yeah, hand clap for the update. Hand clap for the update with the books being added. I have some of my cards on the shelves. I have some the big woohoo. I have a couple of crochet books added. I have some quilting books added. Do I have some knitting books? I do have a yarn book, a crochet book that also has knitting projects in it. It's my yarns book. So that has both those in there. I don't think I have another knitting book up there because I thought that would be enough. I do have another crochet book up there though. It's like a pattern book. So I made sure I had those two up there at least, because I those are my most recent books that I've utilized for projects. Um, I have uh, some cards on like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rest of the shelves have cards, and they're centered. I got them all like centered towards the center. Centered towards the center. Okay, so it's 6 shelves. Boop 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 boop, and then it has the divider in between the 6 shelves. So it's 3 shelves on one side, 3 shelves on the other side, with the divider in the middle. And I have the cards at that middle, on each, not each. Okay, so the top right hand has the books. The top left hand has a set of cards. Then going down, okay, up under the top right, there are no cards. Is it? Oh, yes, it is. I have them like right in, like right touching the middle part, and like there's a set of cards, maybe two, depending on like if they're short boxes. There's two. If they're taller boxes, then there's one. So I have my Dust to Onyx at the top by Courtney Alexandra. Courtney Alexandra, or Alexander. Courtney Alexander. Um, Her cards were a kickstart. Dust to Onyx. I have the second edition. So those are at the top. And yeah, I have some more cards going down. So it's real cool. My theme is like bookshop craft, but I'm going for bookshop. That's why I got my cards up there. So I have the books, up there. I also have my cards up there. That's my one of my favorite section of the bookshop is the metaphysics section, the new age section. So I like to have I like that my cards are up there along with my yarn. So I'm incorporating the things I like to do with the things I like to see and enjoy and touch and feel. So I have my my yarns up there with my cards to get that bookshop, book nook theme uh, incorporated into this crafting space that I have here with my yarns. Um, got my hooks readily available to um, crochet. I do have some knitting ready to knit, but they just on hand like right now. So all of that is processing. So I'm gonna have to move the knitting project and move a few more things and tings. It's on the way. It's on the way. I see it. And I'm enjoying each step. Like that's the part right there. Like it's not oh when it get done. No. It's like step by step. Ooh, baby, yes. Like I'm enjoying the journey. Say it with me now. Enjoy the journey. Like this is so cool to be able to enjoy the process, enjoy the steps, enjoy. So, as I've been creating this book nook, because I love a good book nook. I love, like, what do you call those things? Book, book, um, are they called book nooks? Book, are they called book nooks? I think so. I love a good book nook, like like a reading cubby or just a like a comfortable place to read. So I thought I'd create that and enjoy my reading. So I have been enjoying my reading. I've also continued to read during this book nook creative process. Uh, and my reading goals have changed. um, and I've added more lists, more books to my roster. My want to read books and what my reading intentions are looking like are like reading reading a book or two per week. I'm looking into doing that. Now, I don't I was reading like a book a day, so I'm like what is slow rolling came from? Like these I'm like I don't know exactly. Maybe because these books are bigger, but I'm that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm looking into, seeing. Like just speaking about it, like I was thinking, I don't know. Like right now, I'm at a. I've been reading slowly. Like it seems like I've been reading slowly, but slowly. This what it seems like in comparison to last month and the month before that. I was reading like 2 books a day. So I was enjoying that. Yay, yay, hip hip hooray. I also wasn't creating a book nook though, I guess. Yeah, so maybe that has something to do with it. um, yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. Um, so yeah, so maybe I can get back up to completing a book a week to uh, 2 books a week. Um, I was doing that previous months ago. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that and create the book note. That's what it's looking like because it kind of was feeling a bit jarring, like a bit forced and not fun. So with creating the book nook, reading, I and then on top of the other stuff that I'm not even telling you guys, working out and working and studying and stuff like that. Thing, other stuff. I got other things as well. I took. I said, well, let me chillax and watch some movies, watch some shows for some woosah. So that's where I incorporated the movies and the shows. Um, I did finish. I did finish the Circle, the social media uh, competition. I did finish that and watch the finale. I could not guess correctly who was gonna win. Like all the way up to the end, I was like, I mean, right at the last second, I, 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 I gave it a guess. I gave it a guess, and it went how it went, and I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, like I could see that, like I could see that, like I could see that. I thought I had it figured out because I was applying the formula from last season that and that didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't show me who the winner was gonna be by applying the formula that created the winner last season. So I'm like, oh well, wow, like well, just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show, like so. Yeah, this season, it seemed like the show played to itself, so it was like just enjoy the show because I do try and watch it and I do root for who I would like to root for, and I mean the show is already pre-recorded, so like it's not gonna change just because I want it to, like so it was fun. It was fun. I expressed myself. So I thought that was like very invigorating to do that during that show, and I do that a lot during that show. So that's fun for me. So yeah, I take it as fun. Um, I did see something on as well. I saw two more things, and one I haven't finished one of the episodes. It's a lot. The episode itself is a lot. It's called Halloween Wars, and it's a Food Network show, and it's like one, two, three teams, and they're competing, and they are top at what they do, so they say, and they've come together to show off their skills. And I'm like, okay, let's see this, because I am a fan of what do you call that? Bake It? What do you call that show? Oh, what was that show called? Bake It or Make It? Make It or Bake It? I enjoyed that show. Um, nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. I enjoyed that show. Um, so it kind of reminiscent of Nailed It, Halloween style. So I began watching that. I did not finish it. I've stopped that one episode like 3 times because it's a lot. Like, I don't think I can watch it because they have to. I watched the first uh, competition. I watched through the first competition. I saw it. I liked it. Like, but I didn't like how the teammates was talking to each other. And I didn't like how the contestants were judging themselves. I'm like, y'all not supposed to judge yourselves. You're supposed to just create. Let the judges judge, and you create. Like, I'm like, I don't think I can take it. Like, because they critique it and they critiquing themselves hard, and I'm like, leave that to the judges, because y'all about to be crying the way you judging yourselves. So, and then it was one lady. She did like a candy blow up, a candy blow model thingy, and it was a good idea, but the first time she tried it, it didn't work, so she wanted to try it again, and then the other teammate didn't want her to try it again. I'm like, let her try it again. You don't dismiss her thingy. So yeah, I'm not feeling how they. I don't know if that's the show thing, but I'm just like, like, isn't this is not relaxing to me, uh, at the moment, because she let the lady, but I mean, they were going back and forth. She was like, "You don't have to do it. We'll do it something else. I can do this." And I'm like, "Let that lady be a part of that. Let that lady show off her skills. She want to do it." And the other lady was like, "I can do it. I'll make this." I'm like, "You already making something. Let her be part of the thing too." So yeah, I had to stop it before the end of the episode. I didn't watch the whole episode. I watched to the end of the to that and saw the winner of that part. Also, another movie I saw. I saw a movie. I saw a scary movie, because all these movies coming out now. Um, there's movies out in theaters and things like that coming out in theaters. So I saw a movie available, and I went on ahead and watched it, and it was All Hallows Eve Inferno, and I I think it said 2024. So it's a new installment of the All Hallows Eve movies. I think they're I think it's all together like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it says All Hallows Eve, but it's Inferno. And it was good. It was good. Like, it was good and scary. It was good and scary. Um, I screamed. I screamed. And I don't know if it was supposed to scare me, but it did. Like, it was supposed to scare another character. And the character it was supposed to scare, it didn't scare the other character. It scared. So I thought that was cute. I thought that was cool. That I screamed like how the character was being scared. Like the other character wanted to scare the other character like I screamed, but the character didn't respond like I did. So I got a kiki out of that. Um, yeah, it was a good installment. If that's what it is, like it was similar. It had similar key components to like wait, I think I think it was similar to a previous All Hallows Eve, like maybe the second one, maybe not the first one. I don't think, but it is a movie that it is similar to, whether it's All Hallows Eve or a whole nother different movie. I'm not exactly sure, but I have seen like a similarity in another movie from this movie. It's similar, like a similar type of narrating character type of thing. So I was thinking that maybe that was being connected. Um, but yeah, the stories were cool. Like the stories were great. I'm trying to think if all of them were cool. Like it was a good one. I was like, cool. I was like thinking this one might be my favorite out of all of them. Um, the previous one I saw maybe last year, it was a good one as well. Then that's yeah, I think it's connected to that one or similar to that one with the narrating person type of thing. So yeah, that's the scary movie I watched. I don't think I'll watch another one. I was like, let me go ahead and watch my scary movie and then just be done. And then I can recommend you guys some scary movies that I saw previous years ago. I just get my scary movie in. Boop, check that box off. I watch my scary movie for the month. Um, is there anything else? I feel like I kind of want to mention something about a book I was reading the other day. I don't know exactly what it is. Um, I have joined another book club. It's with one of the same people that I've already joined one of her book clubs. Is on another platform. Um, and she announced her. up and coming book club book, and I have the book on hand. Yay! Like, yes, like we scheduling for that. Like we ready, we prepared, we got it. Like we ready. Like I got the book on hand. Like okay, so that's what I'm doing. Like after seeing the announcement for the book that'll be read in the book club for November, I'm like, okay, so it looks like I may have to do some book reading scheduling. So that's where I'm like, okay, I may have to read more to read get a book done in a week or get two books done in a week. Um at the same time I got other things to do. And at the same time I am enjoying keeping up with um these books. Like I'm just seeing where I can be a better reader, and enjoy these recommendations that I've been given. Um, I was just given a recommendation like what Sunday? I was given like 5 recommended books, and I went and I got about maybe 3 out of the 5. And then earlier this week, I got some more recommendations, so I went and got those. So it's I am continuing to look on the bright side. I see like like the book piles is piling. The book piles is piling. Like I was getting it down. And then the book piles is piling. And I'm enjoying it because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have books like I can read. Like it ain't gonna be no wonder as to what am I gonna read now. Like that's like I got it. Like it's good. Like I got at least my next 11 books planned out. I would like my next 13 books planned out, so I'm working on that. Wait, let's see, 13. I need the next 12. So I might have it already. I'm working on it to have my next 13 books. I'm gonna just round it off. Just round it off. My next 13 books. That's what I'm working on right now is my next 13 books. My next reading goal is 50 books. I've already reached the reading amount of books. Um, Also, the goal was to read all the books off of my bookshelf. So I am currently reading the last 2 books that are on my bookshelf at this moment. So that's in the process. Also, staying balanced, grounded, and enjoying what I'm doing. Like, period. Like, just enjoying, yes and yes and yes and yes, and let's make room for this and this. Like, it's just so good. I almost started another book today, but I held back. I was like, you sure you don't want to start this book today? I was like, hold on. Just I just want to make sure that I'm staying balanced and grounded and enjoying what I'm doing. So, seeing where I can increase my book a day. So, I'm thinking instead of splitting my time for my books through the 7 books, I'm thinking I might need to narrow it down. And then I could complete a book sooner than later by giving less by giving, let's say, 1 to 2, maybe 3, 4 books my focus instead of 7 to 8 books my focus. So yeah, I'm working on revamping that. If I would like to see one book to 2 books being done in a week, because yeah, the rate I'm going, it's gonna take me a little longer if I don't change something. So I'm working on that. I thought I'd be finished with Black Cake by now. Um, which, if I focus on it, I can get it read. It is quite pulling with emotions, though. I did have to stop reading it because of the empathy I had with the character. Because at first I was like, "Oh, he finna do it." Then I was like, "Oh, he's not finna do it." Okay, and then he did it. I was like, "Oh, stop, he did it." But yeah, had I focused on Black Cake instead of reading 7 books, it it would have been done. I think I would have finished Black Cake. Um, possibly, possibly. But like I said, I did have to stop reading it. So sometimes a book, sometimes I have to sit a book down depending on the topic and the scenario, the situation. Sometimes I can't read a book all the way through like that. Like like yeah. Sometimes a book needs a break. Like sit that thing down and let that thing simmer. Let it cool off. So yeah, I had some books cooling off when it got to certain parts, because I felt the steam arising. So I was like, woof. Okay, let's come out of that book, and then I would go to another book, and I'd rotate them like that. So yeah, I guess different seasons and different books is gonna give uh, different outcomes, different experiences. Some books, that's what I'm noticing. Is some books are gonna give different experiences. So just enjoying the different experiences and looking forward to those fun ones. That's why I was like, I wanted to add more books, because I was looking for that one that I could read straight through like that. Like, those are some fun books when you can read it like that. Now I said that. Hold on. And I did read 19, 1984 straight through. That was not a fun book. Okay, let me recant that statement. Like, yeah, I read that book all the way through, but nah, that wasn't a fun book. But yeah, I'm thinking like Swift and Saddle. Swift and Saddle was a fun book. Swift and Saddle and Done and Dusted. Those were fun books, and those were enjoyable reads. To now, this one book that I'm reading called "Get a Life, Chloe Brown." It's it's funny, but it kind of seems like it's not supposed to be funny. But I'm enjoying the book anyway, and sometimes I laugh out loud with it, and it's also surprising. Like it kind of reminds me of a book I read, like the type of feeling I get from long ago. Like it feels like a good book. It feels like a good, enjoyable book. Um, and I haven't read a good, enjoyable book like this one in years. So I'm liking it. It's one that's for the book clubs. It's a book club book. Thank you, Sue 101, for recommending these books, these beautiful, lovely books. Sue 101 and Hammer Time. And did I get my recommendations for anybody else? No. Sue 101 and Hammer Time. Mostly Sue 101 recommended me a lot of these books. But yeah, her book club is the Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and a lot of these authors have additional books. So I will be delving into the other books that the author has available, and reading these gifts, which are called books, that we unwrap when we open the books and flip through the pages, and we read the gifts that are bestowed upon the pages of the books. I'm really enjoying reading, and all these books I never knew. Like I would all like what to read, and now I have wonderful book suggestions, and I'm able to get my hands on the books, and I got my hands on the books, and I got my TBR, and I got my currently reading, and I got my wanna read, and it is so fun. And I got my book nook in the process and enjoying the process. I'm reading, I'm drinking my teas and my cocos, and it's good. Good, good, good. Did I tell you guys I was reading Apple Cider and Subterfuge? I said subterfuge. Okay. When I mentioned it the first time, I said it like I said it the first time. And I was trying to say it again, and then I realized it's subterfuge. I think I realized it the first time, but then for some reason I was saying subterfuge, and I'll tell you why I was saying for subterfuge, and then I was like, oh yeah, subterfuge. Um, from the movie Barbershop, when one of the barbers said something to that effect with his studying and graduation date coming up to his girlfriend, and she was like, "What? What's up the fudge? What? What?" So yeah, that stuck in my head when I saw the word. Yeah, and then I had to correct myself. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's subterfuge." Got it. It was fun saying it like the girlfriend, and then it wasn't getting me anywhere. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's because I'm not saying it correctly." Okay, I gotta say it correctly. So yeah, that was that was something. I went through that book pretty fast. Um, and almost to the point where I was like, should I reread the end of this book? Because I'm like, I read that so fast. It seemed like it was more like a sample book. Um, that's what it came off as. I mean, it was all together. I was liking it. And then they were like, no more apple cider because they had enough. And I'm like, wait, what? You had enough? What? I would like more apple cider items after reading this book. And the characters in the book wanted less apple cider items. Reading this book, I learned about an apple cider donut. I was like, apple cider donut? Like, what? I haven't had an apple cider donut just yet. Thank you for telling me, though. I'm looking forward to my apple cider donut. Yes, 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 yes. This sounds good. And then this one character, I think she had her apple cider spiked. And I was like, what? I don't think I had that yet. It's keeping her warm and toasty in the cool breeze of the incoming new season that is autumn. And I'm like, what? She got her apple cider spice. So yeah, I was listening out for all the apple cider items. I like the title of the book. I like the cover, the colors with the fall and the orange and the yellow leaves and the red, the burgundy. I like the brown, all of that of the color of the cover of the book. I like the name of the book. The book setting was in November, so I gotta jump on it. I almost set it down and held it off till November, but I was like, bring me them November vibes. Come on. Bring them here. So I read it here in October and enjoyed my apple cider and subterfuge. So that is all the updates that I'm mentioning. There's a description box with info. Um, and let me skedaddle and continue to bring forth this creation, which is my reading notebook area. um, yeah. Let me know what you would like to read, what you're reading. Um, if it's pattern books, let me know. Um, crochet, knit. Um, I was looking at, I was reading a pattern actually last night, actually, to attempt to make an amigurumi. So yeah, let me know what it is you're reading, what you would like to read, what shows you're enjoying, and see what we can read and enjoy and watch together. And what tips you got. I think what I might also do, um, there was a quote in the book um, of Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and I wanted to share it in the club, and I think what I'll have is like a notebook or some note cards and pen and pencil and things like that, so that I can write down things I would like to present to the club. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm also figuring out how to uh, commune with the book clubs. I could, so yeah, that's going on as well. So yeah, let me know if you're in a book club and things and what you're up to. I think I'm connected to a few of you that I could see uh, and connect with in book clubs and things. Um, there are some more books I would like to add to my want to read list. So yeah, I was thinking about that as well. I have been keeping my want to read list short, but yeah, my want to read list is not all of the books that I would want to read. I haven't added all of my want to reads. A lot of my want to reads, like it's a stack. It might be a stack, maybe. It's like it's all in my it's all in my head. Like, I haven't added them. Like, I added a couple of the most recent recommendations that I just got. I added those to my want to read. So maybe I'll add some more and more and more, so that I don't have to um, keep that in my head. I'll be able to look on my want to read list and go from there. Like, I can archive it like that. Um, versus what I'm doing right now. I do have a wish list that I have it on, so I go back and I refer to the wish list on what my want to read list is, but that's on my wish list. It's not on my want to read list. So I'm thinking of moving my or copying my wish list to my want to read list, so it'll be there and it'll be there visible. Yeah. So it's a lot of things. It's so fun. I'm having fun. So yeah, those are all the things that I'm incorporating and enjoying with the wide world of reading. Let me know how it's going with you all and what you're planning on crocheting. I'm scooting myself up to crocheting an amigurumi soon. I do have a pattern for a Pokemon that I would like to crochet, and I have some more um, amigurumi things that I would like to crochet. So yeah, that's coming up, and that's on the horizons. Like, I'm itching. Like, it's like I almost started it yesterday. I almost started it like before this podcast. But I had like stuff, like I was like, let get the stuff moved first, like so. But now that I do have the stuff moved, I do have some more room, so I will be enjoying that soon. Will it be my first amigurumi? No, it won't, but maybe it will. Let me think. It'll probably be my first handmade amigurumi. Like my other one that I made it with a machine. Hmm, I have to think about that. Have I crocheted a amigurumi? Anyways, it's gonna be some coming up, like about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or more. So I'm getting everything ready so that creating can be simplified, can be enjoyed. The process can flow, as well as reading and things like that. Getting it all laid together, get it all laid out to where I have my yarn, I have my hooks, and then I could just enjoy the creation part of it. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's on and popping. Um, yeah. Let me know what you're up to, what you're creating. If you like book nooks, let me know what you like about book nooks. I love a good book nook. What is that? What? Do you see something right there? It's right there. I set it down.